camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Step into the world where your vision's unfurled. Ecamm Live's on the scene, let your story be heard. Drag, drop, connect, a tech symphony. Broadcasting live in high quality. Multicam magic, switch it on the go. From your Mac to the world, let your visual show. Overlay graphics, scene switching slick. With Ecamm Live, no editing, and that's the trick. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Dial in your sound, make it crisp and clear. Mic check 1, 2, let the audience hear. Interviewing guests from near and far. From local to global, you're a streaming star. Green screen effects, transport your space. Custom backgrounds, tie your digital place. Stream to YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook Live. Ecamm's versatility, man, it helps you thrive. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Analytics in view, see your message spread. Comments on the screen, every word can be read. Record, repurpose with ridiculous ease. Clip for social media, spread your message like a breeze. No heavy edits, save your precious time. Ecamm Live, the rhythm to creators rhyme. From hobbyists to pros, it's a tool to choose. Ecamm Live, the platform where you never lose. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction.
Lights, camera, live in action. What up? What up, my LinkedIners, my YouTubers, and everywhere else? I'm streaming live, and I'm coming to you with just 15 minutes of an AI training. I like to give you the information directly, no fluff, right? And thank you to Ollie for giving me another one of those great little lines that he said. And I'm extremely excited for that. Make sure you go check out Ollie's page as well. So the line is, I'm going to make you legendary, right? Not legendary. You're going to be legendary. So have you ever felt like you don't know who your right fit client is or what their issues are? Well, that's what I'm going to show you here today. How to use AI. I'm using ChatGPT. Most people are familiar with that, so you can do the same, whether you're using a free version or the paid version. Okay. But I'm going to show you how to find out what's going on in your client's world, so that way you can, kind of speak to them more directly. Because I hear coaches all the time say, you need to find out what's going on with your client, but they never tell you how. Well, I'm that coach to tell you how. I'm your coach. You just don't know it yet. So for those who do not know me, ladies and gentlemen, I am Lion Flood, your virtual branding expert with VCA Academy. We teach you how to look, sound, and perform better on camera. Why? Because it's 2-5. People are tired of the old, outdated look, right? One quick little note before I jump into that really quick. I know a lot of time we get tons of emails, for an example, right? And we truly just pass them off because we see so many of them. So I teach my students to send a little video clip, right? Now people are a little bit more engaged of hearing your voice and seeing your video, okay? All right, so directly into this, and actually let me set up my timer really quick because I want to make sure I stay on time with you all. So let me see, is that open there? Okay, perfect, I can use that one. So let me get 15 minutos on the clock, and we're gonna count down. That's 3-3. That'll be 4-8. And probably won't even take the whole 15 minutes, but I just like to ensure that we're good. All right, so now, bam, there we go. 15 minutes on the Clizzy clock. All right, so here is the prompt that you're going to be able to use, and then I'm going to put it into ChatGPT so you can see how it's done. I've already done it, but you'll see how it works into mine there. Okay. So take a screenshot, write this prompt down, whatever it is, so you're able to be able to see it. So this is the prompt that you are going to use. Now keep in mind, as I always tell anyone with AI, you want to adjust it to sound like your voice, your company, what you're doing. Read it, take out pieces, bits, put in your own scenario, right? But I am, whatever your role is, and I'm going to share with you, for an example, in a second, what mine did. I put virtual event coach. My ideal client, your IC, is I placed virtual coaches. Give me 5 scenarios my ideal client finds themselves in on a day-to-day basis that causes frustration, right? Because when we're pitching, when we're talking, we need to know exactly what the frustration is, or even close to what it is for our ideal client, so that they understand that what we provide is the solution. Okay. And is linked to the problem that I solve, right? That way, what they're dealing with can be seen to what your solution is, that they link together, or they're closely in proximity. They're close in proximity, right? Is the problem. Then you want to ask them to describe the scenario accurately so I can understand what they're thinking, feeling, and if they're scared. Okay, so that's the prompt that you're going to use. You're going to place it into Chat GPT, ladies and gentlemen. And so we're going to take a look at this really quick right here. As we go into my Chat GPT, you can see at the top there that I placed that into that scene. Actually, make it a little bit bigger for you all so you can see that. Right above my head here is my chicka prompt. And so, same one I place. I am a virtual event coach. And my ideal client is virtual coaches. Oh, and also, if you have questions, hey, please throw them in the chat. Wherever you're streaming in from, even my YouTube audience as well, please go ahead and place those inside of the prompt. Good morning, Miss Antoinette Blake. How are you doing? Good morning. Antoinette says good morning. Thank you so much for being here. This is something that, even if you don't directly use yourself, what can you use this for, right? You can share this with your community. You can share this with maybe someone in your course, whatever you're working with, right? They can be able to use this as well. Because I know so many coaches who say, find your ideal client, and what's their problem, but they don't show you a way to find that out, right? So here it is. Here is today. So um, give me 5 scenarios my ideal client finds himself in, one to one. Hey, absolutely, no problem. I'm here to share. That's right. Thank you, Antoinette. And make sure you go check out Antoinette's page as well. She has a great podcast, and I think it will be beneficial for a lot of you as well. I'm all about promotion, collaboration. Hey, if we're not doing it together, we're not going anywhere. My saying is, it's lonely at the top. It's even lonelier at the laptop. Yes. Um, so what was I? Oh, give me 5 scenarios my ideal client finds himself in on a day-to-day basis that causes frustration and is linked to the problem I solve, which is, for me, I placed in low client conversion rates, right? So people who I focus on, virtual coaches, they hold events, they hold meetings, but people aren't converting into their sales programs, into their courses or whatever. So they want to find out why. Describe the scenario accurately so I can understand what they're thinking, feeling scared, hopeful about experiencing that moment. Oh, yeah, I didn't put the rest of that on that um, link. So let me go back to that as well so you can copy and paste that as well. And then I'll come back and show you guys exactly what that was. So let me go back here and let me shrink that a little bit, shrink it just a little bit. There we go. And now shrink it just a little bit. Okay, so I think that's the end, right? Describing the solution. Is that about experiencing in the moment? Also describe what they think about the solution. So let me just double check. Write the scenarios if my ideal client is describing it. Oh, okay. So let me take this text down a little bit so I can fit more of it on the screen. And ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing me do is live right here, and that is through my Ecamm system to be able to do some of those things like that, right? So there's the rest of it. Feeling scared, hopeful about the experience, and so forth. So screenshot that, copy it down, but you'll be able to see it on this here as well. So now, after all that is done, here is the most important thing you need to put into your Chat GPT. Okay, I found people who will write prompts and it doesn't fit directly what they want. And so let me tell you exactly how that works. The absolute most important thing you need to write is ask me any clarification questions. Ask me any clarifying questions. So that way, and you'll see an example of that right here where ChatGPT will say, okay, here's what I need from you to make this even better, right? So ChatGPT, I'm just say chat. Well, GPT. So GPT just said this is a great exercise to deepen your understanding of your ideal client. Here are the questions: are your clients experienced coaches who have hosted virtual events before? So I went on to answer those questions. Once I did that, here is the final output that GPT said. So here is the final. Let me do that. So here's the final one that it said. It gave me two responses with five different scenarios. So now I get to choose which one kind of works best for me, right? Or I can use them all at different points. So for an example, scenario one, the silent room. Here is my potential client. I spent weeks preparing for this webinar. I promoted it on social media, sent emails, even asked friends, presentations. Read through that. The thoughts they are thinking maybe my audience isn't ready for this yet. I just need to keep building my list, right? So now I have these ideas that I can take into there. Objection killers, if you will, right? So if they're saying some of these things, I kind of already know what to think about. The main purpose of this exercise is to be able to use that prompt to find out what your potential clients are thinking, what their issues are, right? What they're feeling. So let's go to, for an example, another scenario, right? Someone hosted a free training last night. I felt like I explained my offer well. Um, they're starting to wonder if they should lower their price or offer something for free first, like coaching sessions. Right? And then so I have my thoughts and my feelings. I must be pitching the offer correctly. Do I sound too sick? So these are things now I can implement into my sales conversations, into my pitches, into the training that I would be doing if I was doing this webinar, right? So you need to put this into what your world is, what your field is, right? So that way you can be able to see it. So I'm gonna bring the prompt back up once again so you guys can be able to see that. Take another screenshot. I think I've got everything on it this time. I was wondering why it seems so small, so short, but here it is again. And that is the end of it, right? Describing. Let me just double check. Boop, boop, while you guys take a screenshot of that. Any questions so far? Describing it. Yep, that is the end. So let me take a look. I love ChatGPT, Antoinette says, but regularly use Gemini. Okay. So I haven't started into Gemini. I've heard more great things about that as well, but I haven't started into that one. But this prompt should work in either one of the AI features. You would probably just kind of detail it a little bit, right? And it's also great even if you do still know kind of the answers for what your clients want. It's always good to kind of refresh, to go back and look at some things. All right. So that's it for today. I just wanted to show you the prompt that I use and that I teach my students and clients to use to help them narrow down and find ways to I think you guys got a screenshot of that. Okay. Help them find ways to um, find a solution for what their clients are. Okay. Hey, I'm going to do some of these more often. I like that. I keep a cheat sheet of prompts. Yes, I do too. I've got like a little index card kind of right here. And I got my notes so I can just copy and paste and just kind of change them around. If you are not using GPT or Gemini or some of the other ones out there, ladies and gentlemen, I highly suggest you do. Get over any fear or any thought process that you have of using AI. Listen, if it can make your workflow a little bit easier, you don't have to do as much, then that frees up more time for you to be able to focus on some other things in your business. Okay. So get over it. And I invite you, think out of the box. It's time to stop worrying about what others are thinking. Use it effectively, use it correctly, and it can change so many things in your business. All right. Hey, I want to go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. I want to thank each and every one of you for maybe showing up. If you watch this live, thank you. If you watch this on a replay, hit hashtag replay, share it with friends, family who you think can benefit from this. I'm going to work to do more of these often, right? My coach has been telling me I need to start putting more of these out there as well. And always CTA doing my call to action as well. Please, I'm going to place this in the chat. If any of you guys are interested in joining up in our community, we have a community called The Committee because I'm committed to growing, right? And where you can find tons of questions, answers, very simply and easily. I'll do a video on that a little bit later as well. Make sure you join our community. We do have our founding members launch currently still going. And also, I have a training coming up Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern, teaching you how to use some engagement tools. And I will be giving you a free, absolutely free version of that software that you're going to be able to use and teaching you engagement strategies within your videos. And that works for anyone who's doing anything virtually, right? Even if you're doing podcasts, even if you're doing a session or you're teaching those type of things, coaching sessions. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, my Art of Going Live boot camp coming up on the 23rd. Give it up. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. Thank you, Antoinette. The 23rd through the 25th, I am teaching you how to host virtual events. If you ever thought about hosting a Zoom event where you're bringing in one to many, pitching your content, your product, your service, and then closing the deal, we're going to teach you how to do that effectively and profitably. Is that a word? Profitably? Hey, it is today. So making more profit. I never tell anyone I'm 2x, 3x, 10x your money. No, that's you. That's the work. That's the effort that comes into your sphere that you do. But I can tell you that I can show you how to elevate and make more money. I've done it. My coach taught me, and I'm just rinsing, washing, and repeating what I'm being taught. So come the 23rd through the 25th. Right now, we still have our early bird special. That link will also be placed inside there, and share this information for anyone that you think. I also have an affiliate link. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for being a part of this journey with me. I want to thank you for allowing me into your virtual world. And my mission, as always, is simply to change the way the world watches you virtually. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start doing my new outro. Let me do my outro. Here we go. All right, guys. Straight out of